Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on which part of the world you are tuning in from. Very much welcome to yet another promising edition on the Forex Morning Mastery, our first edition for the week, where we are going to be deliberating on the assets we are going to be looking at and, of course, monitoring for this week. And during the course of the weekend, I was able to identify three financial instruments. Of course, as always, the same one which we have been monitoring week in, week out, which includes the USOILSPOT, the GBPUSD, and of course, my favorite, the XAUUSD. And during the course of the weekend, I was able to share a couple of videos. I shared something on the XAUUSD, and I also shared on the GBPUSD as well. And though I didn't share on the USOILSPOT, so we are going to be taking a top-down analysis on that one this morning. So excited to have you join me this morning. And I would also like to state here that since yesterday I've been having internet reception issues across all of my router. I use 3 routers, and all of them has been showing bad network lately. I don't know why that is, but in terms of downloading, I'm able to download very well, but for uploading, which is what I need for my streaming, it's not really doing very well, and we might likely be seeing some huge lag between the time I'm presenting and the time you are receiving from your own end. So I hope you bear with me. I hope it gets better as we go on. And I'll also love to get some feedbacks in the comment section as regards to this. If you are not receiving me clearly or it's lagging, please let me know so that I can switch my router to the other one to see. Let's see which one will work better. So your feedback will be highly appreciated at this juncture. So with that being said, before we dive in, let's for those who are joining us for the first time, you are welcome on board. Very excited to have you around with us this morning. And to quickly put you in the picture of what the Forex Morning Mastery is all about, we usually gather here 3 times in a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, to deliberate and do follow-up details on the assets I am monitoring every week. And during the Forex Morning Mastery, we come together to understand the behavioral patterns of market participants through the lens of fundamental and price action based perspective. And of course, this is not a signal service platform, but where we come together to have an understanding of what the market is doing, and of course using that information irrespective of whatever type of trader you are, be it a scalper, day trader, swing trader, or even a positional trader. We identify areas where we want to be looking out for either buy or selling opportunities. So I'm very excited to have you join me this morning, and I do encourage you to actively engage in the comment section. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to let me know in the comment section, be it anything as regards to the financial market or any of the assets we are monitoring so far this week. So once again, you are welcome on board. And with that being said, let's dive right into the business. So as always, the first thing we normally do every morning is to keep tabs with the fundamental factors that sentiment in the market today, and of course by checking on the economic calendar, potential correlations between key economic releases and specific technical patterns on the chart, hereby giving us valuable information that will help us strategically position ourselves for the next move. Now, based on the asset we are monitoring for this week, that is the GBPUSD, the XAU, we are going to be focusing on economic features from both the United States and the United Kingdom economic dockets. Now, we usually focus on high impact days like this. When we do not have any high impactful event, we want to be including some mid-tier economic features so that we can have a broader view of what majority of market participants will be decisions today. So, looking at the economic calendar for Monday, August 19th, today, we do not have any event other than the Fed speech from Governor Christopher Wallace, a voting member of the FOMC. What is going to be saying today will likely be giving markets some insight into what the Fed's interest rate trajectory is going to be looking like after digesting the recent US economic data. And of course, we in the last couple of weeks we have been in a market where the sentiment surrounding the federal interest rate cut in September has increased tremendously due to the fact that inflation is easy. And of course, this was further bolstered by comments from Fed officials during the later part of last week. We saw Mary Daly, we saw Catherine Mann mentioning that Fed officials are comfortable with interest rate cuts next month, which further has gone ahead to reduce the US Treasury bond yield, and at the same time influencing the US dollar negative. US dollar is not really an attractive asset at this point due to this latest development, but we want to hear what Fed Wallace is going to be saying as regards to this, which is coming up in about 2 to 3 for 4 hours from now. Then another thing we also want to take note of are the other economic features coming up later in the week, which has a tendency of influencing how market participants will be behaving today. We have the FOMC minute publication, that's on Wednesday. We have the S&P global publications from both the United States and the United, an insight into how well the service and manufacturing sector of these economies are doing. Then later in the week, we are going to be seeing the Jackson Hole Symposium and the Bank of England. Of course, everyone will be looking forward to for the economic outlook and interest rate decisions. So, in that being said, and with the anticipation of this major event during the week, going to be seeing some potential extended sideways trading activity during today and tomorrow's trading activity ends. If we do have any positions, we do want to move our stop losses accordingly to secure them, as price may want to snap back into entry point at every point in time. So we are going to be taking all of this into consideration while we review the current